It is now day 70 something of quarantine. Over the past few months, I've left my apartment precisely 2 times. I'm so extremely bored that one day I thought maybe I should start a YouTube channel out of nowhere, combining my two passions, painting and watching movies and TV. Introducing art and film. A very unoriginal name, because other names I came up with were already taken. 2020 has been a horrible year thus far, so I decided to make a video about last decade, which was not as bad, maybe? I don't know. And here is my top 10 favorite movies from 2010s. At number 10, we've got Gone Girl, directed by David Fincher. Thriller is my favorite genre of all time, and I think it is one of the best thrillers ever made. Rosamund Pike is absolutely phenomenal in this movie. In this painting, I wanted to capture the amazing bookend shots of the movie, so I merged this concept with the cloudy sky that is used on the actual official posters of the movie, and that is how this painting was created. At number 9 is First Reformed, directed by Paul Schrader. When I watched this movie for the first time, I knew absolutely nothing about it, and when it ended, I was blown away. The themes, the performances, the cinematography, 4:3 aspect ratio, everything makes this film feel so unique. And the ending. Oh, the ending. I think it is the best ending that is on this list. The painting itself, I think, is quite self-explanatory. I chose the silhouette of the main character, and in this outline I painted the church itself, First Reformed. I kept the priest's collar and white parts of his outfit unpainted, and the barbed wire is actually what I think brings this whole painting together and makes it feel so unique. At number 8 is Short Term 12, directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. This was another case of going into a movie blind. I knew absolutely nothing about it except seeing the poster, and this indie was something really special. Brie Larson, amazing supporting cast, and a really human story at the core of it are the biggest reason why this movie works so well. In this painting, I wanted to capture the help and the care the main character gives to the kids at Short Term 12. For all these paintings, I am using watercolor paints on watercolor paper, in case you were wondering. Up next, at 7th spot, we have the first foreign language movie on the list. The first foreign language movie on the list, Lee Chang-dong's Burning. Long and slow movies are usually not my thing, but this one really worked. It grabbed my attention, and never let go. Stephen Yin honestly deserved so much more recognition for this role than he got. For this painting, I took inspiration from one of the most beautifully shot things in the movie, which is actually when for this particular time lapse, colors are especially horrible. It is quite surprising that with my horrible setup, which I don't even want to mention what it is, I have no tripod, I'm recording on my phone, but I still apologize that this one turned out like this, even though I'm surprised that more of them aren't like this. At sixth spot, I have my favorite movie from my favorite directors, Denis Villeneuve's Incendy. What a screenplay! This is the movie that really launched the career of Denis, and he went to direct such other masterpieces like Arrival, Prisoners, and this is still my favorite one of his films. And I think if you haven't seen it and you like his other movies, you should check it out, even though this one is not an English language movie. For the art, I chose the iconic foot tattoo. I chose it to be standing in the blood, representing all the suffering that is depicted in the movie. In the fifth spot, I have Portrait of a Lady on Fire, directed by Celine Sciamma. This one is unfortunately the only movie on this list that I got a chance to see in the theater. Where I live, there are only a handful of theaters, and we don't get many movies. But this one played at a Logan Film Festival, and it was such an amazing experience. This is hands down one of the most beautiful movies I have ever seen. And as someone who is interested in art, this was a real joy to watch. For this painting, I chose one of the scenes where Heloise is sitting for a painting, and I combined it with another scene where her painting catches on fire right at her heart. And I thought it was really appropriate to put Marianne in that fire. First place is Grand Budapest Hotel. Wes Anderson is one of those filmmakers which I can watch constantly, over and over. Well, Grand Budapest is definitely not my favorite movie of his. That honor goes to Fantastic Mr. Fox. It is very close second. Actually, it maybe splits in second place with Rushmore. I'm not quite sure which one I prefer, Rushmore or Grand Budapest. But stylistically, I think this is still the best movie he has ever made. Maybe French Dispatch might unseat it this year, who knows if it will even be released. I hope so. This movie has such an amazing characters and sets. It is so entertaining. And for this particular painting, I chose my favorite character from the movie, Zero, and I combined it with the marvelous photo itself. At third place is the most recent winner of Best Picture Oscar, Bong Joon-ho's Parasite. This movie works so good on so many levels. It is entertaining, thought-provoking, beautifully shot, amazingly acted, and is everything I want in a thriller. For the art, I chose Father of Kim's family and Mother of Park's family. And I combined these two characters with the iconic headband that goes across eyes on the posters of the movie. Which in this case I turned into a snake, which I think perfectly fits into the story and the themes of the movie. Before I move into my top 2, I must emphasize the fact that I am not a professional artist or anything. It is just like my hobby, if you will. And this is the first time I've ever edited a video, shot a video, or anything like that. So please don't judge me. Thank you. And here we go into my top 2. My second favorite movie from 2010s is, ironically, The Favorite, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. Even though I love this movie and I stan all the performances in it, like I screamed when Olivia got her Oscar, I managed to really screw up this painting. I intended to paint one of my favorite shots of Queen Anne and add a balance in front of her. On one side of balance I put Emma Stone, and on the other side I put Rachel Weisz. I thought this was a pretty interesting concept, but this painting really went off the rails. So I scrapped it. However, I did have an older painting of the same shot of Olivia Colman, so that's the replacement for it. So I don't have painting footage or anything for that, but here it is. And we've come to number 1, which is Mad Max Fury Road, directed by George Miller. This movie is such an experience. No matter how many times I watch it, it is just as good as last time. The never-ending action, the amazing characters make this so thrilling and so entertaining. For the art itself, I chose to paint Furiosa, my favorite from the movie. I took her outline and inside I painted one of the most iconic things from the movie. I made the sky darker to represent the black paint Furiosa uses on her face. At the last minute, I actually added this sand blizzard / tornado thing, which I really thought brought the whole composition together. Before I end this video, I should talk about other movies that just didn't make the list. Here are some of those movies: Arrival, Handmaiden, Whiplash, Gravity, Get Out, Inception, etc. I will leave my Letterboxd list of top 100 movies of 2010s, and if you're interested in it, you can go check it out. Anyways, that's it for today. Leave your top 10 movies of last decade in the comments. Tell me what you want me to talk about next, because I'm extremely bored. I'm down for anything. Just tell me what you want me to make, I'll do it. Subscribe and like, I guess. Goodbye.